Now to tell us how deep this atmospheric river is going to get.
Yeah, it's building gradually, so, ankle deep right now, but it is going to be a lot of rain by the time it's all said and done at the end of the week and as we go into Friday night. Let's take you back out to Newport where the rain has been coming down and coming down hard. Central Coast has really bared the brunt of this so far. We're just getting started, so things are ramping up. See a bit of wind on the water there. It is wind out of the south at 18 miles an hour now, and there have been some gusts of about 26. Don't expect the gusts to get much higher than that, 25, maybe 30 miles an hour on the coast. So this event is all about the water more so than the wind, and it is raining there. And when you look at Doppler radar, Salem getting hit way harder than Portland right now, but this heavy rain band will likely begin to shift north a little bit. You see right now it's mainly moving from west to east, even a little bit south this evening, but that should begin to shift north tonight. And you can see more lightning strikes coming in down around Yachats and Waldport. It's the second round today down that way. So again, that's where the heaviest rain has been so far. But again, we are just getting started here. And see the rainfall, Portland hardly anything, and then you get down to McMinnville and had about 3/10 of an inch of rain there. Farther south you go though, Eugene nearly an inch and Newport over an inch. So again, it was a zone right through the central part of western Oregon that has been hit the hardest so far. There's more on the way. See the bumpy kind of nature here. These are clusters of strong showers and thunderstorms that have rolled onshore twice already. There's another one out there, and this line of cloud cover extends well on down to the south and west, hundreds of miles, in fact thousands of miles to the north of Hawaii. Now this doesn't look all that continuous right now, right? But if we switch to the water vapor imagery, it looks more impressive. You can see the white here indicating that it's high moisture content air, and in fact it extends well out to the western Pacific. So there's a good tropical connection to this system that's just going to feed the moisture into us. And in fact, look at this. Here's Japan and Saipan and Okinawa here, and watch this band right here. This is that atmospheric river, goes all the way across the Pacific Ocean north of Hawaii, and where does it end up? Right here on the coast of Oregon and into western Oregon we go, and that's why we're seeing rainfall amounts over the next couple of days that'll likely exceed 2 inches in the valleys. The interesting thing, though, is the timing, because we may end up with quite a bit of dry time during the day tomorrow. Now, follow me here. This is tonight. You see, we're going to get some heavy rain rolling on through. There's the batch that comes in the early morning hours, about 4 or 5 a.m. But after that, look, that lifts north, and there's not a lot of rain happening in the Willamette Valley during the day tomorrow. So this may come in a couple of different bursts. One overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. We'll pick up a half an inch to an inch of rain with that one. Then it dries out, but then as we go to Thursday night, here it comes back again, and this has a little more staying power. We're in that for quite a while, Thursday night until Friday afternoon before it finally begins to move out. So there is hope for dry weather on Friday night. Saturday looks dry, and I think Sunday is going to be dry as well. It will be close, but I think we're going to be okay in Portland, less so as you go north. So rain in the morning, rain at noontime, but we're going to dry it out after that, and should have a dry afternoon and warm up into the low 60s, so really mild for November. Rainfall totals, as you can see here, well over 4 inches at Welch's, 3.5 at Beaver. Typically with this kind of a pattern too, the guidance, the modeling here underestimates how much rain we get in the wettest spots. I think 2.5 inches of rain for Portland is probably a pretty good bet. Oh, and then there's this. The thunderstorm threat will move inland tomorrow for all of western Oregon and western Washington too, so we can throw that into the mix as well. 56 our high today. That's going to be close to our low temperature overnight tonight, tomorrow night and into Friday. Outside in Portland now it's 50. Southeast winds, and the freezing level has jumped all the way up to 9,000 feet. So yeah, we are melting some snow. So the rain increases overnight, rainy tomorrow, but again, I think we have several dry hours in the afternoon. 61 tomorrow, then 62 on Friday. Saturday and Sunday now look dry, and then we'll get into rain again on Monday and into Tuesday. But that'll be a colder system, get our temperatures back down towards average once we get into next week, Laura. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting couple days, and we need to watch the water levels in the rivers very closely, and the potential for ponding and flooding in some of the urban areas.
Well, it's so nice to hear we're going to be able to come up for air sometimes
yes.
when we have the dry time. Thank you, Matt.